Hey everyone. So I'm making this video more so for me than for anyone else. I'm probably gonna lose some followers or whatever, I don't know, but I just felt like I needed to make this. Hopefully, I can help somebody else with my story, what I'm gonna share. So me and my husband are divorcing, and I'm not going to say anything that he did. I'm just going to say things that I did because this is my TikTok and this isn't his TikTok. And if he wants to make a video or, tell anyone or whatever, that's on him. I'm not going to do that. But I just wanted to say things that I have done and that I've learned from, just in case, it could help someone else so they don't do the same thing and don't find themselves in the same predicament of losing the person that you thought you were going to be with for the rest of your life, because it really hurts, especially knowing that it's mostly your fault. So I self-sabotaged the relationship so much that I caused the divorce to happen. When I got into the relationship, I wasn't really ready for a relationship, and he was looking for something serious, and I thought I was, but I wasn't ready. I had inner wounds still that I had to heal that I didn't know I had, but those came out really soon in the relationship. At first, after we first moved in together, I started accusing him of cheating for no reason at all. I had seen my mom's ex-husband cheat on her, and my grandmother and my grandfather were both divorced. He had cheated on my grandmother, and I just didn't have any good relationship models. So I thought, I met my husband in the same way that my mom met hers. So I thought that, he's gonna end up doing the same thing. And before I continue, I just want to say that I'm going to be giving reasonings for why I did what I did, but I'm not excusing my behavior. What I did because I was wounded and I didn't realize it, but I still should not have done it. I should have realized that these were wounds from something else and not from him at the time when they started. And I should have found a better way to communicate than I did. So I'm not excusing my behavior at all. I just want to make sure that that's out there for you guys so you don't come at me, because I'm well aware of what I did and well aware of the ramifications of my actions. But yeah, so that lasted for a while. I also told him that I was going to help out around his family's house, which I didn't really do because, my family never made me clean or anything, so I didn't. I said I was going to, and I thought that I would, but I didn't do it as much as I should have. Said I was going to get a job right away, which I did, though. I did get a job right away, so that, I guess, isn't really relevant. But then, I didn't have very many friends. When I was growing up, I had friends that had other friends, and their other friends didn't want me to be part of their friend group. They didn't want the person that was friends with me to be friends with them, too. So I ended up losing friends that way, and that continued from elementary school all the way up to high school. And so I kind of just gave up on finding friends. And then afterwards, the only friends I made really were friends of my husband, or of my exes, I guess now. And they would get tired of me too, because all I would do is complain. I wouldn't really say anything relevant to the conversation. All I would do is complain. That was another issue in the marriage. That's all I did, when we were talking or spending time together. All I'd want to talk about is the relationship and how to fix things and things that he was doing and things that I was doing. But of course, at first, I didn't see what I was doing. I was all blaming everything on him. Now, he did have his part to play in it. He's not innocent. He did some horrible things too, but again, I'm not going to talk about what he did, just what I did. At first, my issues were because of me and my past and growing up and the issues that I had that I didn't realize I had, wounds I didn't realize I had. And then later on, when he got fed up and tired of what I was putting him through, he, justifiably got pissed off, didn't handle it in the best way that he could have, but he was tired of it and trying his best to, get through to me. And obviously, it didn't work. But yeah, he would go out with friends and I would give him crap for it. I'd try to make him feel guilty before and after and give him crap about it. Anytime he would talk to somebody, I would have to know, what are you talking about? Because, I don't know. I've still got to figure why I'm so nosy. I think it's probably because I don't have any friends, so I didn't really have anyone to tell secrets to, and my mom and her ex were, constantly talking, and I was that way with them too, like, oh, what are you talking about, what are you talking about, and wanted to know everything that was talked about, and stuff like that, so, that probably stems from there, and then, I don't really know myself, so I don't know stuff that I do all the time. Like, I don't know what I like. Like, I like some things and I know that, but I don't know myself well enough. So I just kind of, sit on my phone or watch TV or watch stuff on my phone or stuff like that. So I didn't really interact. Wouldn't rub his back when he would ask me to all the time. And if I did, it would be very short-lived. Because, it would hurt my hands. And then also I didn't want to. Which was wrong to me. I should have, sacrificed, given a little pain to make him feel better because he mattered too. And his pain definitely mattered. And I loved him so much and still do. But I was being selfish. And then also, I'm just going to get the two really bad things that I did out of the way. Don't hate me for it. I already hate myself. And obviously he hates me for it, these two things, because he could never forgive me. But because of things that were happening and because I felt trapped in the relationship, I had prayed that he would die. That's really horrible, I know. And I shouldn't have done that at all. I should have tried to figure out a way to fix things and actually really try, which I didn't do. I would try, but then I would stop because he wouldn't. He would try a little bit, but I didn't notice to try, so then he would stop trying because he could only give a little bit, and I didn't see what he was able to give. So to me, he wasn't trying, even though he had tried. And also, I had been talking to this guy, like nothing romantic or anything, I wasn't cheating, but like I had a bad anxiety attack, and my ex didn't really didn't seem to care too much about it, so I felt lonely, and I needed someone who would care, so I was talking to this guy who was, giving me the attention and the care that I needed, that I wanted from my husband, that he wasn't giving me. And I was telling him all the things that my husband did. Of course, at that time I didn't know what I had done, didn't really pay attention to it or anything, so I would just told him what he had done, and then he's like, oh, do you want me to take care of him for you? And I said, I wish you would, but I thought he was joking, but I guess he wasn't joking, but to me I thought he was. And then my husband, ex now, saw that message and, rightfully got pissed. I'm gonna have to do a part 2. Sorry, guys. I'll keep talking as long as I can, but it's almost done. But yeah, those are the two worst things that I done. And then I stupidly told him that I had prayed that he would die because things were getting good, and I wanted to lay all the cards out on the table so that he would know, this is why, I was feeling this way because you were doing this, and this made me feel this way, so that's what I did. And of course that didn't go over well. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a part 2. It's almost over. 1 second, guys.